In Pokrovsk direction, Ukrainian forces have launched a sweeping strike campaign targeting Russian bases, training camps and troop concentrations across the whole Donbas front to bleed out Russia's capacity for a renewed offensive. Coupled with the ground operations, these combined efforts have already inflicted 60,000 losses on the 110,000-strong initial Russian grouping since the start of the Pokrovsk offensive, says Euromaidan Press media outlet. A repeated Ukrainian strike came in the aftermath of one of the most significant blows against the Topaz plant in Donetsk, which housed a Russian command post. Eyewitnesses reported again thick smoke, multiple explosions, and noticeable damage to repair and logistics facilities. Meanwhile, other strikes in Donetsk have repeatedly hit troop concentrations, energy and command infrastructure, preventing the Russians from regrouping smoothly or re-establishing staging areas as well as the Russian army. The strike was confirmed by multiple released videos from the region. Closer to the front line, near Myrnohrad, Russian forces' concentrations were also targeted by the Ukrainians. Such strikes have undercut the Russian ability to mass troops or prepare joint assaults threatening Pokrovsk. Essential strikes against Russian air defenses that are conducted in parallel with every radar or air defense system destroyed, meaning fewer obstacles for Ukrainian drones, missile launches and fighter jets to reach high-value targets. Euromaidan Press says, for example, a Zupark radar near Donetsk was destroyed after a Shark reconnaissance drone, followed by a HIMARS artillery strike. 2 Pantsir S-1 systems were eliminated within 24 hours, one via a Ram-2X drone strike, the other in Znizne by another still unidentified Ukrainian drone, removing critical mobile air defense cover. Near Donetsk, an expensive Russian Buk M2 system costing more than $10 million was geolocated and knocked out by HIMARS, as visible on a video published by a Ukrainian blog. These Ukrainian strikes have contributed to exceptional Russian losses in the Pokrovsk direction in the past 10 months, while the Russian command repeatedly tried outflanking maneuvers, infiltrations, and direct assaults, aiming to capture Pokrovsk and sever its supply routes. Ukrainian analysts estimate that Russia has already lost around 60,000 soldiers, killed and wounded during the Pokrovsk offensive alone. The daily toll on Russian manpower and equipment has surged, particularly since the Russian breakthrough near Dobropilya failed and Ukrainian forces began isolating, cutting off and eliminating trapped enemy units. Euromaidan Press reports. In addition, Ukrainian air raids against troop concentrations and training camps in the rear have taken out Russian units before they have reached the front line, reducing pressure on defenders and allowing Ukraine to repel assaults more efficiently, while the combined long-lasting strike campaign has added thousands of Russian losses to the statistic. Ukraine's recent strikes on bases, training camps and air defense systems represent more than tactical successes. Strategically decisive in blunting and, in many cases, halting Russian plans to renew the offensive toward Pokrovsk. By striking rear areas and infrastructure and by destroying air defenses that shield those targets, Ukraine not only protects its front line, but sets conditions where Russian forces must operate exposed and fragmented. Euromaidan Press says, this gives Ukraine breathing room on multiple flanks, reduces incoming pressure, reduces attack speed, and forces the enemy to defend inside and out of the flank.
U.S. President Donald Trump's helicopter has touched down on the lawn of the Prime Minister's estate, in the countryside northwest of London. According to Associated Press, Trump then got into his motorcade for a short ride to the house. He waved at reporters waiting outside as he drove by. The leaders will discuss trade and geopolitical issues in bilateral talks, and a news conference is planned for later Thursday.